In other news this evening, a series of active shooter threats scared students, teachers, and parents today and put several schools on lockdown across the region and the state.
News 4's Tara Lynch tells us the reasons these calls are so dangerous, even if they're ultimately fake.
Just 3 days after 6 people were shot and killed at a school in Nashville, several active shooter threats were made across New York State, including here in Western New York. This left parents, teachers, and students in a state of shock, panic, and fear.
I picked up the phone and I said, "What's going on?" And he said, "Take a breath. We just got word that there's an active shooter at the high school." And I panicked.
South Park and Lockport High School students were placed into a lockdown, fearing that an active shooter had entered their buildings.
Automatically, you're like, you think the worst, right? You're like, oh my God, not here.
Edward Spidell's son is a sophomore at South Park, and he says these threats are the new norm.
Doesn't faze him. You know, it's just another day in the life of a 10th grader.
Adrienne Kuzma's son is a senior at Lockport High School and is the owner of Stooge's Restaurant. She closed her doors Thursday until she knew her son was safe.
I just said, "We're closing until I can have my son in my hands." We just kind of waited it out and everything was good.
Swatting calls were made to districts across Western New York. The calls are fake threats that create a large police presence, usually including the SWAT team.
It creates panic, concern, and frustrations for our students, for our staff, for our parents, right? And it's very unfortunate.
The New York State United Teachers calls the threats a new low in callousness and depravity. Buffalo Police Commissioner Gramaglia says this is the second swatting incident in Buffalo in just about a month.
Every school has to take this serious. We just saw what happened just the other day in Nashville, and these are no joking matters. So we are going to aggressively respond to these calls.
Law enforcement believes these calls came from out of state. The FBI said in a statement to News 4 it takes these threats seriously and is working to investigate.
We will prosecute you. We will prosecute you to the fullest extent. It's not a joking matter.
Both South Park and Lockport High Schools were placed on lockdown today. New York State Police says it is aware of several threats made across New York State, but none of them were credible. It also says it's partnering with local and federal law enforcement to investigate. For now, reporting in South Buffalo, Tara Lynch, News 4.